Now here we have two questions. One is for each and another one on parallel for each. So in both case they are asking. So in array we have 1, 2 and 3. Okay, I have done addition like payload plus 10. Okay, then what will be output of payload in case of for each and in case of parallel for each? Okay, so here what we can do quickly, we can do this small operation and you will able to see, and practically you will able to realize how it will works. Okay, so here not only this true scenario, we can have multiple scenario in both MuleSoft certification. Also there will be multiple scenario on this for each and parallel for each, and in interview also they can ask. Okay, so we will cover 5-6 scenario here only. So let me create first Mule application. So here they ask about payload only, but in certification they will ask about variable, what will happen variable before for each, after for each. So what I will do, I will hardcode one payload. This payload will contain array. We have 5 payload here, means 5 element inside that array. Now first we will use this for each. Okay, let me set one variable also. Okay, and value, let's take so we have payload contains array value 1 to 5. Then we have this variable, variable name is testvar and value is string high. Now inside for each, what we will do, we will set payload here, and what we will do, value will be payload plus 10. Okay, and what I will do, I will add 2 logger to understand how this payload behaves. And this one is for payload. and we'll take one more logger for variable to see how variable behaves inside loop and after loop. Vars dot testvar. So here we will see both, like we will see for payload, behavior of payload also, and behavior of variable also. Oh, for each we haven't defined. So this collection will contain payload. Okay, on batch size also we will see. First we will see batch size equals to 1, then we will see other scenario. Okay, deployment done. So now I will call this API. Okay, somewhere it failed. Array. Okay, you one as a number, you called function plus plus with this argument. Okay, so this one will not. Okay, for now let me remove this. And here also. Okay, so let it complete the deployment. Okay, deployment done. Oh, Java. Okay, payload is coming as a Java. And yeah, we don't need that response, so we will not spend time there. Okay, here you can see. So in first iteration, what will be element of our payload? What will be element for this first for each? 1, then second, then third, then fourth, then 5. In this way, like this, in each iteration we will get value here. So first you can see we are adding 10. So 10 plus 1, 11. We have payload inside this 11 and high variable. So whatever variable I create, okay, I did actually I want to change value of variable here. Set variable. So we actually question will come, like if we will change this variable, then what will be behavior after this? Okay, so variable name will be same and data will be hello. Okay, so actually they will ask question like we configured some variable, means we set some variable here. If we will change variable inside for each, then what will be value of that variable after for each? Same in parallel for each, if we will change here, then what will be value after this? So that kind of question they will ask. Now from start, so first time 1 plus 10 11, then hello variable, whatever variable value change, find 12 hello variable, 13 hello variable, like this 15 hello variable. Till this point we completed our for each. Now what will be behavior of this payload and what will be behavior of this variable? So here you can see payload is still same what we have here. So in case of for each, our like whatever change will occur in payload, that will not be reflected after for each. So after for each, what payload you will get? Whatever payload you have before for each. So before for each we have this array, after for each also we have same array. So for each will not change your actual payload after for each. And then you can see this variable hello variable. So whatever variable you will have before for each, that value, if you are changing that variable inside for each, that variable will get changed. So here you can see hello variable got changed. So payload value before for each and after for each will be same. Variable value before for each and after value after for each will changed if you are changing inside for each. This behavior will be reversed in case of parallel for each. So now what I will do, instead of for each I will write parallel for each. Anyone know correct syntax of parallel for each? Is it? I think it should be this. Let me see if this is correct. Yeah, it's correct only. Okay, so now we will run this parallel for each and we'll see behavior before and after. Done. It seems it done. So here you can see it started from 12. Okay, fine. So this is parallel for each. So here like multiple thread will be created at a time. Okay, so that's why this sequence may vary. Okay, so first second element got executed, so 12 11 13 14 15, and then hello variable is everywhere. Now after this completion, you can see here we are getting this array, and inside this array we are getting payload 11, payload equals to, okay, here after for each your payload will change. And what will be your payload? Whatever payload you created inside this. So here we are created multiple payload. So this payload is created first time, then this one is created second time. So in case of parallel for each, after parallel for each, your payload will not be same before parallel for each. It will change. So as I mentioned, result will be reverse. So you will get whatever payload you are generating here for each iteration, all payload will combine and you will get combined payload here. So that's why we are getting combined payload. And in case of variable, you can see still we are getting high variable what we have here. So in parallel for each, behavior will be just opposite of for each. In case of for each, payload before for each and payload after for each will be same. In case of for each, variable before for each and variable after for each will change. Okay, let me make a note here, otherwise maybe you will get confused. So for each, payload after and before for each, then variable after and before for each, parallel for each, variable after and before for each. Okay, so can anyone tell me like what you understand? So what will be, it will be changed or it will be same payload in case of for each?
Same.
Yes, correct. Variable
Changes.
what in parallel for each?
Payload will change.
And this
Variable will be same.
is correct. Okay, so this behavior will be reverse. Now they will ask in case of this like variable will change, so what will be value of this variable? Whatever we will configure inside for each in last loop. Okay, in last loop whatever value will be there, that value you will get. Okay, now this what will be change value? Collection of all payload in parallel for each. Okay, variable after this will be same. Okay, so on basis of this there will be multiple question, not only in like interview, there will be in certification exam also. You will get 2 to 3 question on this 4 concept. Okay, hope everyone clear with this. So we are done with this scenario 6 and 5. Now 7. I have a variable A outside scatter gather. I modified variable A in node 1 added another variable b in node 2, what value of variable outside and how many variable will be there. Okay, this is another like scenario. Again, this will be useful in certification also, and this interview also. Okay, so what I will do now, instead of this parallel for each, we'll use scatter gather. Okay, so inside scatter gather, let me what happened? So here what we are doing, we have this payload, okay, and we have this variable. So inside this scatter gather, one time we are changing value of this variable, and in second branch we are creating new variable. So here we will check what will be value of payload, what will be value of existing variable, what will be value of newly created variable. Okay, all those scenario we will see here. Okay, it's deployed. So now, okay, first let me clean this. We call this again. Okay, so first thing, this hello variable we are getting from this log. So oh, we haven't changed value. Test where new, test where new. Okay, so fine, we are getting value of this variable. Means whatever second variable we created in any branch, that variable will exist. Okay, so we will able to access that variable. Second thing, this one is our payload. So in payload you can see we are getting this repeating payload, means whatever like two payload we got. So first payload from here, second payload from here. So as I mentioned, like scatter gather you will get multiple payload. Okay, so means inside this like in scatter gather, once you will complete execution of scatter gather, that will contain like both branch, payload of both branch or whatever branch you have. If you have like 3-4 branch, it will be combination of all the payload. And how you will able to access? Payload dot 0 dot payload means first branch payload, payload dot 0 dot payload, payload dot 1 dot payload means second branch payload. So in this way you will able to access. So this payload value will change and you will get combination of all this payload. And what about third variable? So whatever value you change here inside, we change from hi to hello, so we are getting hello variable. Okay, so this 3-4 kind of scenario they will ask, like what will happen in this case. So here what is our scenario? I have a variable a outside scatter gather. I modified variable a in node 1, added another variable b in node 2. What variable will be? What variable a value? So whatever modified value we have in branch 1, that value will come. How many variable will be there? So we will have 2 variable, both in whatever we modified in branch 1, whatever we created in branch 2, all variable will be accessible after scatter gather. Now same, I modified variable a in node 1, modified variable a in node 2. What will be value of variable after? Okay, so what they are saying, same variable what we have created, like what we have created before scatter gather, I am modifying those like in branch 1 also and branch 2 also. So here scenario, so this variable test where I am modifying here also. So let me put hello 1 and hello 2. Okay, so now what will be value of this? Okay, okay, so here you can see now we are getting error. Why? Since we are combining this array into string, means this variable, now this variable is also array. So if you want to see value of this variable, just remove this one. So what will that, now what value will contain that variable? It will contain both this combination hello 1 and hello 2. So that variable will be now array. Okay, so hello1 and hello2. Okay, so payload will be also array of payload 0 and payload 1. Variable will be also array if we are updating in both places. So variable will be hello1 and hello2, and that will be array. And whatever variable you created, one variable in means whatever new variable you created, that will also exist after this scatter gather. Okay, so we are done with this scenario also. I am expecting 100 MB file as input to my payload. Suddenly I got 1 GB payload. How to handle that large payload? Okay, so here what you need to do, like if your payload size will increase, so one thing you can do, you can select streaming option. Okay, and second thing what you can do, you can increase your vCore capacity, like you will increase your vCore size. If you are using 0.1, after selecting streaming option also, if it is not supporting, then you can go with 0.2 or maybe 1 vCore. So you have two options here. You need to select streaming option and you need to increase your vCore size. I have a variable before parallel for each and a variable inside parallel for each. How many variable will be after parallel for each? Okay, so we are creating one variable before parallel for each and one variable inside parallel for each.
I have one small question.
Yeah.
The ninth question, where we will choose that streaming option, Ravi?
Okay, so in connector only, like you have multiple for each connector, you will have multiple properties. So in file connector, you will see in advanced setting there should be streaming option. So here we have file connector. So here you are defining repeatable file store stream and in memory size 1 MB, buffer unit means like this. This is your in memory size. You can make it like whatever MB KB you want to make it. Okay, so in this way, like you can configure this streaming option. If you want detailed knowledge, then you can go through this particular docs.
I will try to practice it if I find any.
Sorry.
Yeah, I will try to practice. Didn't find any document, anything means I will ask.
Okay. So now you got now. So you need to follow this document, and here you will get all details. Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay.
Now I have a parallel for each. Okay, for this one, again you need to do a small POC here, and as per my understanding, so again this like variable will contain. Okay, so this is parallel for each. In case of parallel for each, payload will change and variable will remain same, correct? In case of parallel for each, payload change, variable will remain same. So what they are asking, I have a variable before parallel for each and variable inside parallel for each. How many variable will be okay after parallel for each? This one is a bit logical. So this one, let me check quickly.